And the evidence of that is in
trust fund.
tablets called the Myth of Adapa, which means first man. The Myth of Adapa, an ancient Sumerian text. It's a tablet. And in this tablet, you can buy the book Myth of Adapa on Amazon. You can read it for yourself, completely translated, and translated by scholars, by the way. And it's talking about the fact that according to the Anunnaki, human beings were created in a way that genetically we were supposed to become more superior than them. They didn't know this was going to happen. And Lil was angry at his brother Enki because Enki put a little extra in the sauce. Yeah, a little extra. And he said that the mysteries to unlock the secrets of the universe is hidden within our bodies, and that we ourselves can rise to be even higher than them. This is a major thing to be putting into text like this. Now, who sits around and writes this?
That sounds insane.
Yeah.
How do they specifically describe that?
They describe it just like that. It says that human beings, or man, we call man, Adapa was created to be even higher than us, and that all the secrets of the universe, the mysteries, are within our body. And I believe that because when I started studying DNA, that took me into a whole DNA study. I discovered this scientist called George Church, and he created this ebook that he was able to take from a digital format, and he was able to download it onto 1 gram of DNA, a digital book. He converted it from A's, T's, and G's into from zeros and ones. He converted it from zeros and ones into A's, T's, and G's. Read, write, put it on the DNA. Then he said, wow, this is incredible. DNA can store information in a volume. Then he said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's replicate this book. So he replicated the book 80 billion times on 1 gram of DNA. And this is not just a regular ebook. This book had graphics and images and everything else in it. So then he said, let's see if we can get it back. So he created a read write again. He converted it from A's, T's, and G's back to zeros and ones and uploaded it back to the server. So now he knows that DNA can upload and download information. Crazy.
Whoa.
So now they said, okay, well, how much data can be stored on 1 drop? Over 433 petabytes of data. A petabyte is 1,000 terabytes.
What an unfortunate name.
I know, right? I know, that's a crazy name. I was like, why'd y'all name it this? Petabyte. But anyway. Yeah, so they
insane.
said, now they discovered recently on holmium atoms, scientists have now written information, data onto an individual holmium atom. And they discovered that we can store information. They can read write directly onto the surface of an actual atom.
Oh, my God.
Now, think about that for a second.
Oh, my God.
So they're saying that a human body can store 13.5 billion years or roughly of data, which is roughly around the time they believe the universe probably exists. So that Myth of Adapa text could be accurate. The secrets of the universe is probably encoded into our body because we're just recycled atoms.
Right. And then as we evolve technologically and biologically, we develop a higher and higher ability to access that information.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. The longer we go, the more we're able to tap into this information, tap into who we truly are. We'll begin to walk in our power, look inside, go to inner space, not outer space. We'll begin to tap into this. And they discovered now that junk DNA is no longer junk. They're taking the term junk off of it, that it really has function. It always had function. It was never junk. That's just a word to keep us programmed to thinking that we're junk.
I think it was a way for them to explain something that they couldn't explain.
Right. But when you use the word junk,
it's a weird word.
If you understand affirmations, you know, I would never call myself junk. So that's a weird way to do it. But now they're finding out that's, you know, and again, in the Myth of Adapa, it's saying that we're going to tap into this. So I believe that all of our innate abilities that we used to have are going to start to come back over time, like accessing Earth's magnetic field with the magnetite crystals in our brains. We all have billions of magnetite crystals in our brains, and they put a guy into a laboratory, and they put a giant bar magnet and moved it around the room, and they put an EEG cap on him and a scanner, and they saw that they were orienting themselves to the magnetic field. So we still have the ability to navigate magnetic fields. We just don't even know it. We're unaware of it.
Well, we know it exists in animals.
Yeah. So we have it in our body as well. So all these things are going to begin to come back.
There's so little true understanding of like how birds migrate, like how they all know when to do it, what is calling them, what a very specific direction. Are they using landmarks on the ground? Are they just using some sort of a magnetic field? Are they just tuned in to where the North Pole is? And what are they doing?
Yeah.
How are they doing it?
It's incredible.
What is the organ that's allowing them to do it?
Yeah.
Is that something that humans have, and it went away? Just like I can't remember anybody's phone number anymore.
Right.
I used to have so many phone numbers in my head.
We had to have them because we're 70s babies.
Yeah.
Or you may
I'm
be
a
60,
60s
not
baby.
60. Yeah, I'm 70s, 71. But what happened was, if you look at the tablets again, this is why I love these tablets, man. They talk about the fact that they had created this being. Not created from scratch, but genetically modified. They add their essence to it, is what they say, added our essence. So by adding the essence, you can see where all of a sudden maybe our ancestors were in tune with the magnetic field and were able to communicate psychopathically, maybe even had telekinesis and these other innate abilities, weren't technologically advanced, but maybe more spiritually advanced. And they tinkered with us and took away our memory, took away our ability to tap into that so we can focus solely on them.
Well, I guess if you were gonna, have you ever seen the movie Prometheus?
Oh, yeah.
When the alien dies and its DNA goes into the water.
Yeah.
If you were gonna play a real long game and seed life in the universe, and then you were gonna, especially with us, if you were gonna create something that's very sophisticated and encode inside of it enough information that they could figure out everything.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take time. So you have to earn this information, but it's in there.
Yeah.
It's such a compelling theory. The problem is I get so wrapped up in these that I hope they're true. And when I hope they're true, I stop thinking critically. Because I'm like, that's the most fun. It's the most fun to think that we were created by aliens. Yeah. It's the most fun to think there's a base on the north side of the moon.
Right.
But the undeniable stuff that, to me, is equally compelling, I think, even than the aliens, is like, how did they make the pyramids? Like, who did that?
Yeah.
Who did that, and what was that culture like?
Right.
Like, if I could go one place, I would go to Egypt, Giza, when it's thriving.
Yeah.
When it's thriving, whatever. I don't even know what the number is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a John Anthony West number or if it's a, more conventional number of 4,000. Whatever it is, just get me there.
Right.
Let me see what that was.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing?
Right.
How the fuck did you make that thing? How did you get those stones from 500 miles away? How did you cut them so perfectly? How did you get them all the way up in the ceiling of this giant king's chamber?
Yeah.
What was that damn thing? Why did it have a gold cap on the top?
Right.